All right, sorry about those technical difficulties. So Lisa, go ahead and continue with what you're talking about.
All right, this is great live TV. So you asked what was coming up, and we talked a little bit about this staff commendation where someone can make a donation to OEF on behalf of a teacher or a staff member that has made an impact on your educational experience that year. Example, you had a fantastic English teacher this year and your parents thought it was great and they wanted to make a donation to the foundation, and in the meantime your principal's notified and the teacher's notified. So it's a great way to recognize someone who's made a difference in a student's life. The other thing that's coming up that we're really, really excited about is Zool and Tangy, which is our first year that we're going to be having our community event in the summer. So that's always more fun. You know, always more fun in the summer. It's at the zoo, and it's August 9th. This year, it's obviously an adult-only event, but it is a fundraiser event. It's on the safari, so you can hang out with the giraffes. I mean, how many times do you get to go to an event where you have giraffes, right? I mean, that's just fun altogether. That is August 9th. The tickets will go on sale May 15th. And we're really excited about that one. We are currently seeking sponsors for that. We do have a couple. The Cabinet Shop just signed on. They're going to be a bar and animal sponsor. So we're always looking for more. And obviously that benefits, ultimately benefits all of you.
Absolutely. So I was wondering, what is one of your favorite things that OEF has done in the past, like as far as grant-wise?
That's a good question. Well, first off, I love coming here to see this because this is, over the years we've done a couple of grants for Juice TV, so that's always great. Another one I really, really like, this year we did, Oak Creek Elementary asked for books for their diversity students, for ELL, and those books were, so students could look at a picture book, these are elementary kids, where people look like them, and they ordered the books, they've asked for the books, and they've been very well received. We then gave some of those books away at the One Community event a few weeks ago at Berlin, and the teachers and the students really appreciated those books. In the meantime, other teachers have asked us for the list of the books so they can get them for their classrooms as well.
Awesome, that's amazing. So I also saw that you just gave a grant to Orange Middle School about their 8th grade DC trip.
Yes, that was one of our favorites too. I mean, obviously the chaos that surrounded the middle school trip to DC last year was stressful. And I had an 8th grader not at Orange, but I can't imagine the stress that would have included if it was in my house. So we were happy to make a contribution and kind of get them back on track and get them to DC.
That's amazing. So what would you say is you specifically, like your favorite part of going out and figuring out who to give grants to? Is it something like this where you're coming in and actually seeing what the money's going towards, something like that, or?
I think it's a mix of things. What I really like are finding ways that we can connect donors that have a passion about a certain thing, like whether it's science or maybe it is journalism and broadcast journalism. Maybe it is somebody who wants to give something to reading, and connecting those donors with the teachers that want to enhance their classroom offerings. So what I like most, and one of the reasons I like coming when you guys have this telethon, is because I like seeing the students working with seeing the benefit of what is happening. It's great to say we gave this money, but when you actually see that you guys are having this experience in this setting, that's pretty impressive. Yeah. It's very impressive.
It's definitely super exciting for us as well because we are getting the new studio coming up very soon, which is very exciting. We are so grateful, and we can't even comprehend the fact that we're getting this. So
yes, well, it looks good.
Yeah. So is there anything else you'd like to say?
Sure. People are always asking what they can do to help OEF, or how can they support. I mean, that's one of the questions that we probably get the most. How can I support OEF? One of which is to attend our events. Attend Zool and Tangy. Make it a point. Grab your friends, grab your neighbors, attend the event. Number 2 is follow our social networks. We are on Facebook and Twitter. And look at our website, which is olentangy.educationfoundation.org. On that, we list all of the grants that we've given. I think back through 2002, you can see all of the grants that we've granted over the time. Awesome. So those 2 things, and then of course donating. I mean, funds always allow us to give more.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Lisa, for coming in today. And just want to say again, one more time, sorry about all those technical difficulties. Our stream is back up and we are doing good.
Our school offers a lot of neat course choices, including multiple levels of woodshop. These classes provide students with the skills for basic, intermediate, and advanced woodworking. We interviewed Mr. Schmidt and a student, Zach Beaver, about what their thoughts on the classes and how it could provide great skills for students. So what makes woodshop unique? Why is it a class that kids should take?
Kids should take woodshop because it teaches them life skills that they can use not only right away but also in the future. Many kids don't have the skills they need to work on their house, do small projects around the home, so woodshop will give them some of those life skills. It also teaches them a lot of problem solving and design skills because when they come into the woodshop they're usually pretty ignorant of all the things that we do in here, but then when they get done from an 18-week course or semester-long class, they're able to use those problem solving and design skills in order to create projects from scratch.
So what do you like about woodshop and what have you learned from it?
I think I really like how you can use tools to help you learn all things that you need to do in your everyday life. It really helped me be able to make whatever I want and whatever I can.
Woodshop is a class designed to provide students with experience far more different than those provided in traditional classes. Students can learn quality life skills. These quality woodshop classes provide students with experience far more different than those offered in traditional classes. Students can learn lifelong skills such as building confidence and can also learn many skills that they can apply to use in their life later on. Recently, students just finished up a project where they produced cutting boards. They can use these cutting boards at home. After creating simple projects like the cutting board, they can move on to much more complicated projects. They can use these skills later on in a career or as simply just a hobby. Through these woodshopping courses, students can also learn problem-solving skills. And this can benefit them not just in woodshop, but in other areas of their life later on. These classes seem to be both super fun and super educational. If you're having trouble finding cool classes to take, be sure to consider woodshop and all of the industrial technology classes. Our school
Are you a lover of card games or gaming? Come to Alta Reality Games in Medina. Our family-owned store was established in 2001 and our desire to help serve all gamers and collectors around the world. With an exquisite line of card games such as Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, and even original ARG games made right here in the store. We strive to offer the best customer service in the gaming business to our customers. Got all you need but want to put your skills to the test? Our ARG International Circuit Series is the premier place to put your card game and compete against some of the best. Stop in and shop to learn more about our great events today.
Laser Craze is the best place to have fun with friends and family. Laser Craze has extreme multi-level laser tag, inflatables, and a huge arcade with all the best games. And now on $5 Thursdays, every other game is ages 14 and up. It's the perfect place for birthday parties, fundraisers, celebrations, and overall fun. Laser Craze is located at 459 Orange Point Drive. See www.lasercraze.com for more information. Laser Craze is out of this world fun. Experience it.
Is finding things in your kitchen cabinets a little harder than it used to be? Then call the number on your screen and find out how the one and only Shelf Genie can transform your kitchen cabinets and pantry from this mess to neat, clean, and organized. Shelf Genie custom shelving solutions provide easier access, more storage space, better organization, and offer a lifetime warranty. And if you call right now, you can get a free design consultation. Plus, we'll include a free gliding shelf with your first order. Call now.
Looking for ways to market your business? Check out DS Retail. DS Retail is a Columbus, Ohio-based supply chain company that specializes in operations supplies, operational print, visual marketing signage, and national sign programs. Visit us at www.dsretail.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Abby Fulton.
And I'm Gracie Alshire.
And welcome to Hour 5 of the OHS Juice Telethon.
This is the second year we're doing the telethon, and we've expanded from 4 hours to 6 hours. We have a lot of great content in store for you this hour, but first we are going to tell you a little bit about our program and ourselves.
This year, the Juice went fully live for the first time. We are a daily news show, and we are always working to perfect our craft. We are the school's most immediate news source, and we pride ourselves on doing the work that we do.
Since last year, our class has nearly doubled in size, and we are growing even more next year. We have made some major upgrades and will continue to do so. A part of that comes from the telethon.
The telethon is our only fundraiser throughout the year, and it provides us with our operating budget for the next school year. So every dollar you contribute is making a huge difference.
In broadcast, we learn how to shoot, edit, and produce videos, and often many of our graduates decide to pursue work in the field of journalism or video production.
Our goal is to improve our content and coverage every single year. With upwards of 50 students in the class next year, we are looking to grow the program even more. Soon, we hope to be one of the top broadcasts in the state.
That's why your donation matters. If you'd like to contribute and be part of the Juice family, we have a few ways you can donate. If you are a current OLSD parent, there is a place for you in Power School and Parent Portal for you to make a donation.
If you live outside the district, you can visit studentquickpay.com/OLSD. And the email login is donation@olsd.us, and the password is donation. We'll have a graphic up throughout the video in case you need that information again.
If you donate, make sure to call in. We are accepting phone calls at 740-657-5140, so make sure to let us know what you donated. We will be announcing donors at the top of each hour to thank them, and anybody who donates $50 or more will receive a $10 gift card from one of our sponsors, City Barbecue.
Speaking of our donors for the past hour are Rose and John Barani Burden, Jarrett Foyt Memorial Fund, David Porba, Eric Welsh, Lisa Sauce, Deanne Brunke, Bob and Terry Anderson, Liam Persons, Katie Hess, and Christine and Derek Ashley. Thank you so much for donating. It means a ton to us.
Now that we've gotten all that out of the way, here's more about ourselves and what we have in store for this hour.
Both of our first years, we both did the telethon last year as our first years when we were both in intro. Both of our siblings took broadcast, so it's kind of weird that we've kind of like
became them.
Yeah, became them, I guess. My older brother, he's a senior this year. He's actually Jacob Fulton, the executive producer. And then her sister is Katie Alshire, and she graduated last year. So it's really cool that we're doing it together, and they got to do it together last year. So what's in this hour? So we have a student performer, which is Colachita, who will be with Victoria Pearl.
We also have a comedy skit, and I'm actually in this comedy skit, and I think it's really sweet.
Yeah, what's this about?
It's about Real Housewives, but Orange Township style.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I've seen it. There's a lot of cool stuff in store, some wig snatching. Can't say anymore. But after that, we have some fencing with me and Savannah Larson and Mr. Wagner. I actually made a fencing club video, I think second quarter, and it was supposed to run in Vitamin C, which is our new show that's like all year, or at the end of each quarter, and that new show actually didn't run. So I made a fencing club hype video as well, and that ran on the news, but no one's actually seen the fencing club like news video. So maybe you'll see it sometime soon. It's really good, and I had a lot of fun filming it. Me and Savannah Larson did it together, so now we're the ones that are fencing together, which is pretty cool. But we both had a lot of fun filming it. We got like 20 minutes of B-roll because I was just sitting there. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I would love to do fencing, but my mom won't let me. She says I do too much, so it's kind of upsetting.
You do, though. You do too much.
Okay. So
you're a busy girl.
Yeah. Yeah. So after that, we have DECA with Brenda, which is like the Business Honor Society, I believe. Then
we have Gymnastics with Miles, and they actually had a competition a little while ago called Beauty and the Beast. There's gymnasts, and they do their meet, and then there's actually wrestling. Mm-hmm. And it's just like really cool to see both of them together.
Yeah, it was actually at the school in the main gym, and there was like one side with a mat and then one side with like a gymnastics like floorboard. I don't really know what they call it.
Spring floor.
Spring floor, yeah. And then also a beam in the middle and then some bars off to the side. It was really cool because it was like linking two different programs together that are at the school. And it was just like really interesting. I know that I went to it. It was on Valentine's Day actually. But it was really interesting. So we also have a lot of cool other journalism programs at our school. So
you're in web.
Yeah, I'm in web journalism, which is first period. I'm actually a designer for Courier Online, and I really enjoyed designing. I had never really tried designing before this year, but I did it a bit, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I'm not doing Courier next year, sadly, because I didn't have space in my schedule, but I am taking 2 blocks of broadcast, so I'm really excited to continue broadcast onto next year. I think you're taking broadcast 1 period next year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really important to donate because it's so cool, like what we plan to do at the studio next year. Like it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited about it. So your donations really help.
Yeah. Actually, our new studio, I think it's starting March 15th, actually.
Yeah.
And that's going to be super cool. We've seen some cool pictures of the desk and what it's going to be like. Nicola has this whole thing planned out, and it's going to look so cool. It's actually going to be in Mr. Nicola's classroom right now, and he's going to be moving to a different classroom next year, but actually both of us have him in English. Yeah, both of us have him in English. So it's going to be a little bit of a weird change because he's going to be like kind of a traveling teacher, like he's going to have a cart and stuff until he gets his new classroom next year, which will be pretty interesting.
Yeah,
but
it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, it's going to be worth it. The studio is going to look so cool. I'm beyond excited. Like, this studio that we have is so nice, but it's going to be even bigger step up from that, which is insane because we have so much. A quick thank you to just everyone who supports us, everyone from the district, all of the technology people, all of the staff and students at our school who support us and just want to help us. It just means so much to all of us. So thank you.
Yeah, we love you.
Big shout out to you guys. So also,
please just donate to 740-657-5140.
Yeah, after you donate, please call in and just tell us how much you donate and stuff so you can get to your shout out at the top of the hour. So thank you guys so much. Now I think we are going to a commercial break, I'm pretty sure. So yeah.
You give encouragement. You give love. You give joy. Give the gift of life. Each year, thousands of people die waiting for a life-saving organ transplant, waiting for the call that will save them from certain death. In 2007, fellow student Jarrett Foyt answered that call with his gift of life. Jarrett was a generous soul, always willing to cheer up a friend or simply give a much-needed hug. Jarrett's contagious laugh would warm your heart. In 2007, a distracted driver tragically took Jarrett from us, but due to Jarrett's gift of life, his legacy of love lives on through the 3 lives he saved. Jarrett lives on today with Adam, a little boy who was in desperate need of a heart. Jarrett saved Adam, returning him to health. This spring, Jarrett's class will graduate from Olentangy Orange. Though they will walk without him on graduation day, his spirit remains alive in the hearts of the many he has touched. Help continue Jarrett's legacy of giving and give the gift of life.
At the Ohio Media School, you can learn to take control of today's rising technologies and plant yourself at the center of the media world. Whether it's radio and TV broadcasting, film production, sports and esports broadcasting, media sales and marketing, or anything in between, get your career going with the Ohio Media School. Yeah! Located in Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Columbus, find us online at beonair.com.
Well, we just in time. Sign me up.
That's beonair.com.
Let's go.
Hi, I'm Marlene Hartzler. My husband Brian and I own Hartzler Pianos, your one-stop shop for piano tuning and piano restoration in Central Ohio. Hartzler Pianos is one of only a handful of companies nationwide that restores pianos using old-world hand tools and modern techniques. Brian is a registered piano technician who services all makes and models of pianos. He offers in-home piano tuning and repair services. Whether you are looking to have your piano tuned, fixed, or completely restored, Hartzler Pianos will be able to help you. We also offer restored pianos for sale. Check out our website at hartzlerpianos.com or give Brian a call, 740-972-9466.
I built this building here in 2003 and moved my practice here, and I've been practicing here ever since. It's been a blessing. I consider dentistry is my profession, but my real passion is people, so it's just a blessing to be able to practice and to deliver services to people who I care about and who I can kind of almost just welcome into what I consider my extended family.
At the Fat Girl Bakery, we take pride in creating delicious baked goods ranging anywhere from old-fashioned sugar cookies to cupcakes, donuts, cakes, and so much more. In the brand new location on Cameron Avenue, it's an easy way to access sweets and treats, whether it's a small gift for a friend or supplying sweet needs for all your party guests. We got you covered. Come on anytime to support your fellow sweet tooth neighbors and enjoy sweet treats made fresh from the house.
We're back, and now Abby's going to read some of the names of people who have donated on Power School.
Yeah, huge thank you to everyone. These are just all in the name, like the name of the person who donated, like their parent or whatever. But these are the students' names, I believe. Shannon Johnson, Regina Burden, Grace Porva, Amanda Porva, Ryan Dunn, Zian Saavedra, Avery Kistler, Jason Nicola, Shrenesh, I'm so sorry, I'm going to butcher this, Patanik, Jacob Ray. Then we have some unnamed donors. Huge thank you to you guys, even if you guys don't want your names read. Owen McDermott, Ava Clark, Savannah Larson, Jack Phillips, Ian Crid, Regina Burden, and Shannon Johnson again. Thank you all so much for your donations. They really do mean so much to us.
And now we're going to cut to Miles talking with Mr. Weaver about some of our sports.
Hey Pioneers, I'm Miles DeVise with the Orange Juice, and we're here with Mr. Buck Weaver, and we're here to talk about Orange Athletics in its entirety.
Hi guys.
So how are you doing today, sir?
I'm good.
Nice
Good. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
It's good to be. You're good to be here. Can you give us a recap of this year's sports, please?
Well, recap's tough at this point because we're just now getting ready to start spring sports, so obviously can't necessarily talk about recaps for spring at this point. But we had a really good fall. Obviously, we have 29 varsity programs here, so we have plenty of sports and plenty of teams. In the fall, we had a lot of championship seasons. We had boys and girls lacrosse, or boys and girls, I'm sorry, cross country both won the league title. We had girls golf that won the league title. We had football won the league title, went to the playoffs, and we had girls volleyball that went to the regional final and almost went to the state tournament. So our fall was excellent. Despite all the crazy rainy weather, it was still excellent. And then the winter has been a really good season. We had Both our boys and girls bowling teams both made it to the district level. We had a diver take eighth in the state. Luke Cheatham did wonderfully. Boys basketball is still dancing. They play tonight, Saturday night.
Make sure you're there, by the way.
We play at 7:30, so it's a whiteout for our students. Come out and support our kids. We had a wrestler make it to the state tournament down at Ohio State. Mr. Broski, and he did very well making it to the state. So thus far this year, we've had a really good sports seasons. Spring is staring us in the face. It starts here as soon as possible. Hopefully the weather cooperates. It very much has not for the past, 18 months. So hopefully it helps us out a little bit, which would be good for our sports.
Right there.
Absolutely.
So I think everyone wants to know what's in store for the future of the Orange Athletic program and in its entirety.
So lots of big plans, lots of pipe dreams, if you will. We, some things that, a lot of the decisions that I try to make, I want to always have everything that we do impact as many of our student athletes.
One of the things that we're known well for is our Connect platform, which is that proprietary referral platform with sub 1% unemployment rates in Columbus, Ohio. The best and most talented candidates come by way of referrals. And the other one was Evolve.
Hey Pioneers, I'm Miles Zavish with the Orange Juice, and we're here with Mr. Buck Weaver, and we're here to talk about Orange Athletics in its entirety.
Hi guys.
So how are you doing today, sir?
Good.
Nice
Good. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
It's good to be. You're good to be here. Can you give us a recap of this year's sports, please?
Well, recap's tough at this point because we're just now getting ready to start spring sports. So obviously, can't necessarily talk about recaps for spring at this point. But we had a really good fall. Obviously, we have 29 varsity programs here, so we have plenty of sports and plenty of teams. In the fall, we had a lot of championship seasons. We had boys and girls cross country both won the league title. We had girls golf that won the league title. We had football won the league title, went to the playoffs, and we had girls volleyball that went to the regional final and almost went to the state tournament. So our fall was excellent. Despite all the crazy rainy weather, it was still excellent. And then the winter has been a really good season. We had both our boys and girls bowling teams both made it to the district level. We had a diver take eighth in the state. Luke Cheatham did wonderfully. Boys basketball is still dancing. They play tonight, Saturday night.
Make sure you're there, by the way.
We play at 7:30, so it's a whiteout for our students. Come out and support our kids. We had a wrestler make it to the state tournament down at Ohio State. Mr. Broski, and he did very well making it to the state. So thus far this year, we've had a really good sports seasons. Spring is staring us in the face. It starts here as soon as possible. Hopefully the weather cooperates. It very much has not for the past, 18 months. So hopefully it helps us out a little bit, which would be good for our sports.
Right there.
Absolutely.
I think everyone wants to know what's in store for the future of the Orange Athletic program and in its entirety.
So lots of big plans, lots of pipe dreams, if you will. We, some things that, a lot of the decisions that I try to make, I want to always have everything that we do impact as many of our student athletes as possible. So with respect to like facilities, some of the things that we're doing, we do have a levy cycle coming up in less than a year. So we're trying to put some things in place that might be able to go on that. That would benefit all of our sports. We have some stuff for like trying to get 2 baseball fields right next to each other. So putting one right next to our current one, and then creating a space for both of our softball fields to be right next to each other. This this late spring, summer, we're going to be starting a project for a new practice field behind our visitors bleachers in the stadium. So that'll happen, and then hopefully eventually down the road we'll be able to do something to the effect of an indoor facility for all of our sports that would be turfed it would be a turf indoor facility that as many of our programs could use it as possible. I'm working with Coach McKendrick right now, who's our strength and conditioning coach, on a project for our weight room to increase our innovative area in our weight room. Donations. Anonymous.
All right. Why is this so far away?
I love
one commercial break. Okay.
Directly aligns with I always want to benefit all of our kids.
Victoria, you cannot have your phone in the shot.
So I think that's going to be awesome. It's going to be just yet one more thing that sets us apart because we are a league in all respects.
That brings us to our next question. What challenges might you face throughout this whole process of rebuilding and restructuring Orange that way?
I wouldn't say rebuilding necessarily. I would say just like building upon what we already have, because our programs are awesome, which is consequently a challenge, because when you have so many programs, everybody wants as much time in our facilities as possible, so that's a challenge. So all of our coaches, all of our players, everybody needs.
One of the things that we're known well for is our Connect platform, which is that proprietary referral platform with sub 1% unemployment rates in Columbus, Ohio. The best and most talented candidates come by way of referral. And the other one was Evolve, which is our training development program.
You simply go to www.agilityconnect.io, and then from there you just search through the jobs that we have available, and then referring a candidate or referring yourself for that role is as simple as one click.
We run different programs based on the needs of the market. When we have a new Evolve class coming out, you're able to apply through our landing page on LinkedIn. But the first thing to do is just put your name in the hat, and then you'll be contacted by us and potentially approved for the program.
You know, we try to find different ways to attract the talent, but we also found ways to create the talent, and that's what makes us different.
Class 101 is a college planning service. My job as a college planner is to work with high school students and help them get to the next level, which is college. As a Class 101 student, I will help you build your resume. I will help you build your college list, work on your college applications. I help write and edit all of your essays for college applications and scholarships. And part of the service is unlimited ACT or SAT prep.
Ready for prom? Come to Gymnastics on North High Street in Clintonville. We have your perfect exclusive dress at a great price. We are a sleek and modern boutique that will give you the royal treatment. From mermaid to ball gown, we have it all within a reasonable price. Don't just get dressed up, look Gymnastic.
Looking for a place you can browse frame styles as long as you want without being pressured to make a decision? Here at iShop Optical, whether you visit with a specific eye care concern or simply stop by to see what's new in our frame selection, you're welcome here, always. iShop is a destination, not an appointment.
Hi, I'm Mo Orsatti of the Orsatti team with the Keller Williams Excel Realty firm. We've been working with clients for over 20 years to help them reach their goals. We know that buying or selling a home is a life-changing event. That's why we provide exceptional and personalized service. We give our clients the best and most timely information. We are truly your local real estate experts. So contact us today and we'll get started on finding the home of your dreams.
Hey guys, I'm here with Cole Achita. He's a senior here at Orange, and he's going to be performing in a little bit. But first I want to ask him a few questions. So what kind of musical related things are you involved with here at Orange?
So at Orange, I am in the a cappella group Above the Noise, and I'm in our concert choir, Choraliers, and we have about 2 to 3 concerts a year. And for a cappella, we do some gigs around, the community. We've gone to Franklin Park Conservatory, and pretty soon we're going to be going to some event with executives from somewhere. And I'm also, last year I was a part of Heathers in the musical, and this year I was also part of Little Shop of Horrors for the musical, for the fall musical.
Cool, and I heard that you're also in All-State. How was that experience?
That was pretty cool. We went up to Cleveland this year, and we went to that convention center to perform, and it was like a huge, massive hall, and the people that were there were just, really talented, and it was a real pleasure to perform with them.
And in college, are you looking to do something musical related?
Yeah, I'm accepted into 2 schools right now that I auditioned for. One of them is DePaul University in Indiana, and then the other one is DePaul in Chicago. So I'm accepted into those 2, and I'm waiting on a decision for that.
Okay, cool, awesome. Now Cole's going to give us a little song. It's Frank Sinatra, Fly Me to the Moon. Is that right? All right, awesome. Take it away.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, I love you.
That was so good. All right, and now we're going to cut to a little skit, a comedy skit. So roll to that, please.
In a township named after a color in the middle of Ohio, suburban housewives try to make it seem like they're much more famous than they actually are. With controversy, scandals, and fake everything, this is the Real Housewives of Orange Township.
I don't know.
Honey, do you need help? I have
No, I need to mom.
It's because we've had short weeks.
Oh my god! I love your hair! When did you get it done? Didn't you have like a new hairstyle last week? How did you get it done so quickly? It's so pretty.
I thought I told you not to tell anyone.
I didn't tell you.
Yes, you did. How else would she know?
I don't know.
Yes, you did. How else would she know? Why would she bring that up?
I don't know.
You're so fake.
No, I didn't.
You are so fake.
I didn't say
fake. I cannot believe she told everyone.
I put confidence and trust into her, and she disrespected me. She knows I'm going through a divorce. Like, why would she do that to someone in pain?
I don't believe that she would even think that I would tell people that. That's just not something I would do. But, like, I did it.
I can't believe you betrayed my trust like that.
You need to calm down. You cannot talk to her that way.
This is not your right!
It is now.
Why are you defending her?
Because that's my wife. What are you supposed to do in America these days? You need to defend your significant other. Not that you have a significant other. I mean, look at yourself. But that's none of my business. I digress. You do not get on her like that again. You understand me? First of all, Brittany cannot talk to my wife that way. That's the one rule in my life, okay? That is the limelight of my life. I love her more than anything.
He does not have to rub it in my face that he's married. Like, he knows I just got divorced and it's been a rough time and I'm just single right now and he's married and I know he has a wife. He doesn't need to keep telling me. So she can't defend herself?
No, she can, but I'm going to come in and defend her when I have the opportunity to.
Why would you do that? She is perfectly capable of talking to me. Why you did not have to intervene?
Yes, I did. That's called being a good husband.
Well, you wouldn't know a thing about loyalty, so.
At least I'm not short. Guys, I had to divorce him because he was short. I just couldn't handle like bending down to kiss him, and it was not a great match. I was like up here, he was down here. No athletic ability. It was kind of annoying when we tried to hang out with friends. And they were playing like pickup basketball. He couldn't do it.
My parents are literally so annoying. They fight all of the time. No wonder they got divorced.
I didn't mean this to happen. All I did was commented on her hair. It's so bad.
It's literally been this way, like, since the divorce. So, welcome to my life.
Yeah, but like, this is my fault. This is about me. I caused this to happen.
And? Get over it.
I'm just like really traumatized. I came here to have a good time. I just can't believe that everything started over one comment that I made, and this is just all my fault. I didn't mean it. But like, I really want Rianne's stylist.
You know what, Brittany? You are a self-centered, too rich, sadistic little brat. You know what? You're not even from Jersey, and you're over here with your toots and your and your Jersey accent. Why? You're not even from Jersey, and I bet that shirt cost you $2, you dirty little brat. I'll tell you what. The only thing faker than our relationship was her personality, diva.
Well, Toots, at least I didn't get together with Rianne 10 minutes after the divorce was finalized.
Toots, I did not get together with Rianne.
Yeah, well, the texts on your phone say different.
Yeah, you try to keep me a secret. You cannot keep all this a secret. You hear me?
I hear you. I hear you.
I cannot believe that you went from this to that. Her hair ain't even real.
What do you mean? Her hair is definitely real.
He is so unbelievable. This is why we got divorced in the first place. He's short, and he's so stubborn, he doesn't know that women are always right.
Look, I don't know what these girls mean. This is all natural right here. You see this?
Of course her hair is real. What do you mean?
It is not real. Do you see that?
That is 100% real.
No, it's not.
Yes,
real.
it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
That is real hair.
No, it's not.
Right
there.
My weave!
I knew it.
Annoyance has a price.
Is this thing on? Oh. Hi guys. It's Brittany. How you doing? Just wanted to show you my cute outfit for the day. OOTD. Can you believe I got divorced? Like, who would want to divorce this? Alright. It's enough for today. Kisses. Bye, Toots. Did I turn it off yet? Guys, is this off?
on either side here. Start about here. Yeah, no masks just yet. Okay, so salute each other. You're showing that you respect each other.
Oh, should we do it at the same time?
You can. Okay, and now me. Thank you. All right, masks on. And on guard. Good. Everybody?
Oui.
Allez. Halt. Okay, so there was a brief contact here followed by Abby going in for the kill, so that's a point. So the score is 1-0. Center is here. Everybody?
Oui.
Allez. Halt. Okay, so there was a point on the arm there, which is off target. So action is stopped. Center is here. So back up just a little bit. All right. Everybody?
Oui.
Allez. Halt. That was a good parry repost there. That's 2-0. Center is back to the middle here. Everybody?
Oui.
Allez. Halt. It's off target on the arm. Center's here. Back up just a little bit. There we go. Everybody?
Oui.
Allez. Halt. Another point. 3. Center is here. Everybody?
Oui.
Allez. Halt. That looked good. Sorry. 4.
How many points do you have to score to win?
Generally, practice bouts we go to 5. However, professional bouts go for 15 minutes at maximum and 15 points. Actually, sorry, 9 minutes maximum, 15 points.
Okay, well, all right.
So yeah, we're just going to do the 5.
Try to make a comeback.
There you go. It's time to bust out all the tricks. Everybody?
Oui.
Allez. Halt. That's off target on the arm. Good parry though. Center's here. Back up just a little bit, Abby. Everybody?
Oui.
Allez. Halt. Off target on the masks. So the masks are not target area. Center is here. Back up just a little bit. Thank you. Everybody?
Oui.
Allez. Halt. Oh, and that is bout. Okay, so masks come off after I call bout, and you come forward and you shake with the non-gloved hand.
Yes. All right. Good job. Good job. That was interesting. That's not really interesting. Shall we go again? I think I deserve a rematch. You want a rematch? I want a rematch. All right. I guess. Kind of nervous now. Oh wait, do we put...
Yeah, so whole thing starts again. So masks off, you salute each other.
All right.
Thank you. All right. Masks on.
All right.
Everybody?
Oui.
Allez. Halt. Off target on the leg. Center's here. Everybody?
Oui.
Allez. Halt. That one looked pretty good to me, so we're going to go 1 point there.
Everybody can sit down.
Everybody?
Oui.
Allez. Halt. That one was good. You like going for that target area. That's 2.
You got this. You got this.
All right. Everybody?
Oui.
Allez. Halt. Okay, so there was never a parry there. You missed target area by just this much, so it's off target, but it was a good tactic.
That's good.
So center is here. Everybody?
Oui.
Allez. Halt. Call that here. 1.
Ah, nice point.
Everybody?
Oui.
Allez. Halt. That was a parry repost going this way. That's 2-all. Everybody?
Oui.
Allez. Halt. That's another parry repost. That's 3-2. The tables have turned. Everybody?
Oui.
Allez. Halt. You attacked first, but she had blade contact on the way in. That's 4-2.
Oh.
Now, hold on. The blade is bent just a bit here, so we want to make sure that that's bent in the right direction there.
All right.
Okay?
I think this is the last time.
All right. Ready, play?
Oui.
Allez.
I am.
Halt. Target. Center's here. Have a play?
Wait,
Okay, I think we're out of time here, unfortunately.
Alright, thank you so much guys for watching. We are now going to cut to a commercial break, but I will see you later. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Good job, Abby. Yeah, I think you did it. Thanks. Are we back?
Okay, we're good. Oh my gosh, that's
Good job.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, that's a
I'm glad. Who's the other person? Because she looked like she was about to have a stroke.
Shannon?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shannon's really stressed.
Shannon.
I was like telling you guys, like, yeah, sorry.
Oh, so sparkle.
It's just so, because we try to make it perfect. We're gonna take all this.
Okay,
and
set it up, because I'm assistant director for hour 6. Really time.
I have like more now. My last 2 months of high school. Yep.
We need this bedroom.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. You need to get anything?
Give us a call at 877-298-6163 or visit our location at 1888 Morse Road.
Land Title has been protecting homeowners for over 17 years as a title insurance and closing agency. We have offices in North Columbus, Westerville, Grove City, Reynoldsburg, Lancaster, and Chillicothe. The Valmer Associates average 23 years of experience each. So rest assured, your closing is being handled by the most experienced and professional staff in the industry. If you are a real estate professional buying, selling, or refinancing your home or commercial property, we invite you to experience the Valmer difference, where excellence is doing ordinary things extraordinarily well. It's the Valmer way. Visit us.
Hey guys, welcome back. That was a pretty intense battle for me and Savannah, if I do say so myself. I ended the first round with 5 points, and she ended with 0, so I won that round. And then the second round, she had 4 points and I had 3 points, and we unfortunately didn't have enough time. So that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it was really fun to watch.
Yeah.
Was it fun doing it?
Yeah, it was, wow.
I
think fencing is so interesting. So it's really cool to actually be able to try it out for the first time.
Well, now we're gonna talk about digital imaging with Brenda Adjicum.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Brenda Adjicum here with Mrs. Forney, and she's here to tell us about digital imaging and computer graphics. Yeah. So what would you like us to know?
Well, digital imaging and computer graphics are two lab-based classes that we offer for the visual arts, but they're both very different. So digital imaging is more graphic design. It's doing things like page layouts, magazine covers, combining art and text. And then CG, computer graphics, is like Toy Story, Pixar, Shrek. You know, it's that 3D modeling and animation, that art side where you get to do some fun modeling on the computer.
Do students compete, like have contests or anything?
We do. We've got art competitions run from about December through about May, and we do Scholastics, which is a national art competition. We had 13 awards from Scholastics this year from regionals, and then right now we're in the middle of the governor's youth art competition for Ohio, where they take 15,000 works of art from the state of Ohio and knock it down to 325. So we got 10 pieces into regionals, and then this weekend they'll go to states and cut it down to the 325, so fingers crossed that they do well. And then there's a couple other shows we do. The Delaware Arts Castle hosts a show for the All-County, and then we do the Delaware Arts Festival Association Library Show. That'll be in May, so lots of stuff. And OCCs. Just like sports have OCCs, art has OCCs. So we get to choose 4 representatives to represent the OCCs in a show in April. So lots of fun.
So are there like any students like going far with this, like to the next level, I guess, like in college and stuff?
We do. There's actually 54 seniors this year that are art lifers. So they've taken at least 6 art classes. They're the ones that live down here in the building throughout the day. But I would say about a dozen of them are going to go on to an art-related career, and 6 of them are going to major in CG or DI.
So what makes this class different from other visual art classes?
So this class is different because computer graphics and digital imaging are completely lab-based. So we are in what we call the cave because there's no windows in here. And the kids work at a computer individually. They get honed into their own little projects. So it's not as tactile as some of the other classes. We don't get real messy. We don't get into drawing and painting, that sort of thing. It's all digital all the time. They do a little bit of sketching here and there, but mainly on the computer.
All right. So what do students learn as they progress in this?
So we have 4 levels. Digital imaging and CG both go DI 1, 2, 3, and then advanced studies. And you can take advanced studies over and over again. So you can be down here all 4 years of high school. In the first level, it's very guided by the teacher, and that's how we treat all the art classes down here. All the classes start with, like, we give you a project, we give you a theme, some goals, you do research and brainstorming, then you create a project and we assess it, we do critiques, you might have a test or a quiz, that sort of thing. As you get up into the levels, the goal is to get more and more freedom. So we might still give you like a theme or an idea in the beginning, and you kind of run with it. And then by the time you're in advanced studies, you're building your own portfolio, you're developing your own style, you're putting together your own body of work.
Yeah. So I know you talked about like helping the school and stuff like that, but what are you guys working on with the school, such as like yearbook, DECA?
Oh yeah. Any of the clubs can come to us, any of the departments can come to us, any of the athletic teams. And we will help design logo wear and gear, t-shirts. We do the graduation program cover design, the agenda cover design, senior awards night invitations, all sorts of stuff throughout the year. We also do the musical posters and the musical t-shirts, things like that. Yeah.
What are some important life skills that students gain from this class?
Oh, lots of life skills. We focus on really teaching a collaborative environment. We do what are called walkabouts at least once a week, where the kids get to walk around and see each other's work, give each other a little feedback, and just learn to communicate with each other. Sometimes artists get so honed into their own little world that they don't realize how to talk to other people and how to communicate their ideas. So we do a lot of critiquing back and forth, evaluating the artwork, reflecting on it, going back and forth and reworking things. So life skills, I mean, they're learning communication skills, they're learning collaboration skills, but they're also learning how to work independently. And the goal by the time they leave us is to be an independent creative thinker. We want them to grow and be an individual and have their own style, their own voice in the art world. Yeah.
So in digital imaging, of course, what type of students do you mostly get? Do you get the gamers, shy kids, band, athletes? Digital
imaging is tricky. You get a little bit of everybody. Sometimes you get the art kid who's taken drawing and painting and they want to try it digitally. Sometimes we get the yearbook and the journalism kids or the business kids because they need to learn how to use Photoshop and Illustrator so that they can really hone those skills and make the page layouts better, make the advertisements better, that sort of thing. Graphic design, we definitely get the gamers. That's where the gamers come in. It's a little boy heavy. I would like some more girls in my room, but we get a lot of gamers. And if you take computer graphics and you get to level 3 in advanced studies, you can do game design. We've done Unity before. We've made 2 games in the last 5 years, and they've gone to national competition and did really well. So it's a fun class. Get a little mix of everybody.
So what are the coolest things you've seen students create over the years?
Ooh, okay, that's a tough one. We've done a lot of really cool stuff. We did a project, Miss Kictor wrote a grant, and we worked with an orphanage in Madagascar, and they sent us pictures of orphans who've never had photographs taken of themselves, they've never had artwork done of themselves. And so we got these pictures of all these little kids, and each person in digital imaging picked an orphan to work with, and they did a digital painting of them. And then they send them back to Madagascar, and then the organization sent us a video of the kids' reactions. Oh my gosh, the whole room was tears. It was so cool. And we're hoping to do that again sometime. We did it for 2 years. So we really focus on identity and what's going to make this kid happy. What can we add to it? Do we put little flowers on it? Do we put little race cars? what can we put in the background to kind of make them enjoy their picture. And it was really cool. It was a really cool experience. Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to add about these classes or classes in general?
Take art classes. It really is beneficial to anything you're going to major in later in life. I really do think that it makes you a very well-rounded, cultured person. Join National Art Honor Society, join Art Club, and don't forget that Arts Fest is coming up. It'll be April 14th, and it's 12 to 4. We're going to have food trucks, we're going to have art demos, you can come play, do all sorts of stuff, so it's a good time.
All right, I'm Brenda Edgecombe, this is Miss Forney, and back to you guys.
Hey guys, I'm Miles DeVries, and I'm here with Miss Jen Hedricks, the gymnastics coach, and we're going to talk a little about gymnastics today. Can you tell me a little bit about gymnastics, since for the audience, real quick?
Yeah, sure. So gymnastics is comprised of 4 events. There's vault, bars, beam, and floor. The gymnasts can either compete one event, or they can compete 2 or 3 or all events. If they compete all 4 events, it's considered all around. So they can also score an all around score and place that way too. In high school, there are judges, either 1 or 2 judges on each event, and the girls are given a score based on their routines or their performance. We take the top 4 scores of each event and then comprise all 4 events, and then that gives you a team score. So if a team had absolutely perfect routines in all 4 girls on all 4 events, the highest score you could get would be 160 points.
So that begs the question, what makes it different from other sports?
So some things that make gymnastics different, I think, is that it entails a lot of, you've got balance, you have flexibility, you've got speed, but you also have grace. You have to be strong, but also be flexible. And so with a lot of sports, the speedness and strength is good, but you don't have to be graceful at the same time. So it's hard to find gymnasts that have all of those, skills. You'll typically have, a power gymnast or a graceful gymnast, but it's rare to find the ones that have all of those. A little bit like track, because you've got different events in track, so you have different girls that maybe excel on one piece of equipment but not on another. But then your rare gymnasts are going to be good at everything.
That's great. Can you tell us about the history of Orange Gymnastics real quick for us?
Sure. So I was the first Orange coach when Orange opened up in 2008. So we're just comprised of juniors, freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, because they didn't have seniors here. I remember, I'm horrible with dates, so you're going to, I'm horrible with all memory, but I can tell you that Lacey Demi was our first captain when we started Orange Gymnastics. In 2008 to 2012, I had about 8 to 12 gymnasts on the team, and we were a decent team at that time. We did win OCCs 1 year, which was exciting for Orange. We may have been one of the first teams to win OCCs after Orange opened up, but back then we were scoring maybe 115 to 125. And back then that was decent. These days, we have teams that are scoring 135 to 145. So when I was talking about how 160 is like the highest score, if you see a team that's scoring in the 145s, that's like out of this world. You don't typically see that in high school gymnastics. And so when you go to the state meet this year, I think the team that won states was maybe like a 145 something. We had mentioned that in some sports a 4-point difference is a close score. In gymnastics, you're going to have some times where like for second place at districts, the difference between second and third place teams was 0.15. So when you're talking gymnastics, you're talking every 10th matters for us. So I'm trying, and so back to the history, we we had minimal skills. You don't get a lot of club girls in high school gymnastics, which is frustrating because your club gymnasts are going to be your better gymnasts. But a lot of gymnastics clubs don't support high school gymnastics, and so a lot of times you'll get girls that did gymnastics at different clubs, competed, but then decided they didn't want to do that anymore, but then choose to come out for high school gymnastics. So it's slowly changing throughout the years, where we are getting more and more club gymnasts that do have higher level skills. But that's another way things have kind of changed in the history of gymnastics, and especially at Orange.
Could you give us a recap of this year's gymnastics season?
Absolutely.
Quick recap?
Yeah, sure. So this year was probably, it wasn't probably, this year was Olentangy Orange's, it was definitely our most successful season ever at Orange. We had the largest team we've ever had, with 25 girls on the team, and that's always scary as a coach to have, when you typically have teams that are maybe 15 to 18 as your highest numbers, to have 26 girls at that. As a coach, you worry a little bit about the drama, the cliques, and that kind of thing. And this year we had none of it. We didn't have drama, we didn't have the cliques. The girls worked together, which was really awesome. And I think with that good team culture, you have, then we also had a successful season with gymnasts that are higher level. And then sometimes when you have high level gymnasts, they aren't always, gymnastics is a hard sport because sometimes it's a more of an individual sport than a team sport. If you have gymnasts that are coming from club, it's an individual sport and you're competing against everybody. When you do high school gymnastics, you're there for a team. And so that's been, to keep that team culture in gymnastics is sometimes difficult. And this year, the girls did a really good job with that. So we won first place at the Delaware Invitational, second place at the Westerville Warhawk Invitational. They took second place at OCC's. Celia Ritchie had an amazing season this year and took first place on vault at OCC's, second place all around, meaning she did all 4 events. And then she was injured the day after at a track meet. So that really hurt us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So OCC's was our highest team score. We scored 134.425. So that is now Orange's team score high, the record for the team score. So that's cool that the girls have kind of set, and we kept breaking the record every meet. It was, they did a little bit better. And so it was fun to see the score just go higher and higher. We were seeded 7th after OCC's, and so that was exciting. That was the highest Orange has ever been seeded at districts. We took 11th, but that was because we didn't have Celia.
Well, thank you for coming today.
Yeah.
It's nice to talk to you today. That's all we have today for you guys. Tune in and donate to us. And you guys have a nice day.
My name is Dr. Aaron. I'm a chiropractor here at Ability Chiropractic. Ability Chiropractic is a health and wellness clinic. We primarily utilize chiropractic care. We see families and people of all ages for a wide array of health issues and concerns, and even wellness and maintenance. Our goal is to restore function. So whatever the things are that you want to do in life, we believe that health is the #1 priority to reach those goals. A lot of people come in for pain. We can help with that too. But really we want to see you thrive and reach your full potential. Whatever that thing is that drives you, we want to make sure you're able to do it, because you can't develop healthy relationships. You can't hit your goals that you want to hit from a hospital bed or if you're sick and suffering. So we really want to see people thrive and get the most out of this life that they possibly can.
Here at the Pizza Cabin, we've been in business for 10 years. Just celebrated our 10th anniversary last October. We're an old school pizzeria. We offer stone oven cooked pizza. We make scratch-made meatballs in-house. We do scratch-made cheesecakes. We also do our own chicken wings where we smoke them before we fry them. So we have a lot of variety. We hope that you'll come in and give us a try. We do have dining in-house. A lot of our business is done carry out and delivery.
I'm Jay Hollenshed. I help athletes win more competitions and consistently produce higher stats. I help entrepreneurs be more productive and consistently earn more profit. I teach a high-performance mindset, then coach them 6 to 12 months, making that new mindset their way of life. Speak to me about being your high-performance mindset coach at speaktoj.com. It's your time. Get what you want.
We are a specialty salon specializing in long hair care. Unlike some salons, we don't just quickly trim hair. It takes about an hour to do what we call a dusting. It's a way of eliminating split ends without cutting length. We do different types of conditionings. We do hair color. We do blonding without ever using bleach. We also do a lot of updos and braids and special occasion things. And we help ladies learn how to do things themselves that they didn't already know how to do to their hair.
Hey everybody, I'm Ramey Shields.
And I'm Cole Patterson.
And welcome to the 6th hour of the OOHS Juice Telethon. So we do have, we just want to mention our quick sponsors here real quick, or not our sponsors, people who have made donations. So we have Nora Maytak, Jeff McDermott, Mark Lewis Loan, Carrie and Michael Fulton, Leanne Parsons, Katie Hess, Kristen and Derek, Shannon Johnson, Regina, Grace Porball, Amanda Porball, Ryan Dunn, Zan Saavedra, Avery Kistler, Jason Nicola, Jacob Ray,
Owen McDermott, Ava Clark, Savannah Larson, Jack Phillips, Ian Crid, Regina Bry, Shannon Johnson, Rosie and John Bryena Burden, Jarrett Fioit Memorial Fund, David Poorbaugh, Eric Welch, Lisa Saz, Deanne Brunk, Bob and Terry Anderson, and if you would like to donate, be sure to call the number 740-657-5140. This number should be displayed on the screen. This is the second year of this telethon, and we have expanded from 4 hours to 6 hours. We have a lot of great content in store for you this hour, but first, we're going to tell you a little bit about our program and ourselves.
This year, The Juice went fully live for the first time. We are a daily news show, and we're always working to perfect our craft. We are the school's most immediate news source, and we pride ourselves on the work we do.
Since last year, our class has nearly doubled in size, and we are growing even more next year. We have made some major upgrades, and we will continue to do so. A part of that comes from this telethon.
The telethon is our one and only fundraiser throughout the year, and it provides our operating budget for the following school year. Because of this, every dollar you contribute is making a difference.
We teach dozens of kids each year how to shoot, edit, and produce video, and often many of our graduates decide to pursue work in the field of journalism or video production.
We want to improve our content and coverage every single year with upwards of 50 students in the class next year. We are looking to grow the program even more soon. We hope to be one of the top broadcasts in the state. That's why your donation matters. If you'd like to contribute and be a part of the Juice family, we have a few ways you can donate. If you are a current OLSD parent, there is a place in your Power School parent portal for you to make a donation.
If you live outside the district, you can visit studentquickpay.com/OLSD. The email login is donation@olsd.us, and the password is donation. We'll have a graphic up throughout the show in case you need the information again.
If you do donate, make sure to call in. We are accepting phone calls at 740-657-5140, so make sure to let us know what you donated. We will be announcing the donors at the top of each hour to thank them, and anybody who donates $50 or more will receive a $10 gift card from one of our sponsors, City Barbecue.
Our donors from the past hour, we actually already read our donors, so thank you so much to everyone for our generous donations. Now that we've gotten all that out of the way, we can tell you a little bit more about ourselves
and what we have in store for this hour.
I am currently a junior in high school, and I've been involved in journalism classes since my freshman year. This is my second year taking broadcast, and I am also currently taking the Courier, which is our school's magazine. Next year, I will also be leading our web journalism class, which Cole is actually currently in the class right now. So do you want to go ahead and tell people a little bit what that's about?
Oh, yes, I would love to. So our web journalism class is actually very unique because of the diversity that the class offers. There are actually 2 online publications that are run in the class, one of them being Courier Online, which is a monthly online edition of our school newspaper, the Courier. The other one is The Frontier, which is more of a newsletter type of publication that comes out every 2 months. Orange Sports Live is a Twitter account where students can live tweet Orange sports games, as well as post recaps from our school's sports teams. Also, the class has a news prep section, which I will be helping out a lot with next year. News prep is responsible for making sure that the studio is ready for each day's newscast. They are also responsible for printing scripts, turning on all equipment, and other basic maintenance of that sort.
Thanks, Cole. It sounds super interesting, and I can't wait to be in the class next year. Our very own Jacob Fulton actually runs the class now, and I've gotten the chance to shadow him a couple times. Now to see how everything works. And I have to say, Jacob is definitely one of the top, if not the very top journalism student in our school. He is involved in every single journalism class and has some sort of leadership position in every class. I'm hoping to be able to be as good as an editor-in-chief as he is. So like I said, this is my second year involved in broadcast, and I will be taking it again next year. It's just insane to think about how much our program has changed just since I've been here. I don't think we realize how truly blessed we are to get the amazing equipment and technology that we have. It's just amazing that we are even able to do this telethon.
It truly is. You're absolutely right about that. This is actually my first year in broadcast, as I just took Intro to Journalism last year. And taking Intro to Journalism was easily the best class I ever chose to take throughout my high school career. Not only because I found it to be both super interesting and unique, but because it opened the door for me to take so many other journalism classes. Next year, I will also take the Courier as well. And I will also take a second block of our broadcast journalism class, where I will help lead a new online radio program.
That sounds super cool. And as Cole mentioned before, the Courier is our school's magazine. This year, I'm a writer for the Courier, and I absolutely love it. Writing is something I've always enjoyed, but especially when it's writing journalistically. I just absolutely love having to go out and look for a story. I also love being able to give certain people or a topic a voice. Next year, I will be a columnist for the Courier, and my theme for that column is going to be about different foundations and good acts of service that people can do. I will also be volunteering at each of these foundations every month to really see how they are going to impact our community and to show that you can too.
We've got some exciting things in store for you guys this hour. We're going to be seeing an interview with football coach Schroeder, baseball coach Marker, Robotics Club, Ava Clark tries playing the Sousaphone, and going through the layout of our new studio.
Yes, so please make sure that you guys keep staying tuned and continue donating. So Cole, we both are in the same broadcast class right now, obviously. What are things that you try to do day to day?
You know, each day I try and go out and find something cool that's going on in our school, and I find it super interesting.
Sweet. So that is about all we have for you right now, and we will talk to you soon.
Hi, I'm Brian Butler, and I'm the owner of Dublin Cleaners. Here we provide cleaning services for your specialty items to return them to their former glory. These items include UGG boots, handbags, fine area rugs, wedding gowns, and many more. We provide full service alterations and repairs also. We cleaned 855 wedding gowns last year to make sure each bride had the dress of her dream. For extra convenience, we have a mobile app to schedule pickups and let us know when you're on your way to the store to bypass the line. The app also provides 24/7 order tracking and billing. Dublin Cleaners is the only 4-star award winner in the state of Ohio by LCI, have the highest Google and Yelp reviews of any other dry cleaners in the state. The environment at Dublin Cleaners is friendly and welcoming. We truly appreciate our customers and do all we can to make the experience pleasant and give them the best quality cleaning available. I'm here to tell you that our incredible convenience of our free citywide home and office pickup and delivery makes us the leaders of all cleaners.
Should be hearing them right now. Ryan, can you pass the mic real quick?
Blah, blah, blah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, 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 hello. This is Ryan. Hello, hello. blah blah blah. Can you hear me? Blah 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 blah. Can you see? Can you hear? Da 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 da. Can you hear this? Can you hear? So, hey, I'm Ryan Welch. I'm here with the head baseball coach, Coach Marker, for varsity baseball, and we're just going to talk about what is. So this is your first year at Orange as a head coach, and so just tell us a little bit about your background, where you were before, and how you came to here.
Okay, I coached 3 years as a head coach in the City League at Independence High School. Then I went to Bexley for 5 years and Upper Arlington for 4 years before becoming the head coach here this current year. So,
awesome, cool. And so what other accomplishments have you had as a coach before this?
At Upper Arlington, we went to the district finals 2 years, 2 of the 4 years we were there. And at Bexley, we got to the district finals my final year there, which was the first time since, I believe, 1999 for them. And then just other accomplishments, just getting guys the ability to play at the next level. Player development is something we focus a lot on, so allowing them, giving them an opportunity to play at the next level is something we think of as an accomplishment. So,
what would you say the difference between Upper Arlington or Bexley? What makes Orange different?
I mean, for me personally, selfishly, it's different because it's close to my home. So getting my kids an opportunity to be a part of the program. A lot of people talk about work-life balance, and more so what we talk about in our program, or I talk about with my own family, is work-life integration, and just trying to get my family to be a part of the program. And that's something that's dramatically different because they might have been able to come to 2 or 3 games when I was at Upper Arlington, but they'll probably be at almost every one here. So that's
awesome. What goals would you have for this season?
Our goals, throughout the years, just to give ourselves an opportunity to get a good draw in the tournament and to hopefully make a run there. So I think when you make goals to be league champ, or anytime you say league champs and you play a 3-game series or a 2-game series against a team in your league and don't perform well, sometimes those goals go out the window within the first week. So we try to make goals that give us opportunity to work and compete towards those goals throughout the season. We don't want to lose any goals early on. So, make a run in the tournament, give ourselves an opportunity to get a good seed.
All right. Thank you. And how have you prepared the team for this?
We do a lot of different things. I think oftentimes we focus so much on fundamentals and baseball specific skills. For us, it's more how can we gel as a team and build that harmony and enhance our players' ability to compete day in and day out, whether it's on the field or in the classroom. So if we could focus on those things, that's kind of our preparation. It's more so the mental piece and the process piece as opposed to baseball specific skills.
And what makes that gel between players so important?
For me, I think a lot of teams break and they say put your right fist in and say 1, 2, 3 family, but then they don't know anything about the team. They don't know anything about each other. So you break on family, but you're really not a family. So for us, our spring trip allows us to develop, like I said, that harmony, enhance our players, give them an awesome experience, and just through different activities. It doesn't always have to be baseball related. We do a lot of classroom sessions. So this year, every day before practice is a classroom session, and it may focus on baseball specific skills, but it also focuses on organization and teamwork and body language and things that help them develop as an individual as well.
You talked about that spring trip. Like, where are you guys going? What teams are you going to play? What's that going to be like?
So we leave on a Friday, play a doubleheader on a Saturday against Oxford, Mississippi, and Bartlett, Tennessee, two perennial powers, and then head down to Stevens County, Georgia. We'll play Stevens County. They got a lefty going to Mercer that we should see that week. He's 90-92 from the left side, and then come back up and we play Ensworth in Nashville, Tennessee. They got a kid going to Georgia Tech, another one going to Duke, and two of those teams are coached by Team USA coaches. The guy at Ensworth just won a national title with Team USA, so they're pretty well coached and pretty talented as well.
That's awesome. Why do you think it's so important to play like tougher teams and really compete?
I think it's important to be battle tested. I think that's in anything you do. In practice, you want to speed up the game so the actual game seems slower. In the classroom, you want to challenge your kids mathematically every single day so that when they get to the test, it's kind of like a step back, right? And so for us, if we can challenge ourselves in the regular season, then when we get to the tournament games, you're playing against teams that you're used to playing every single day, so it's not a shock moment, and so our guys become battle tested and prepared for the postseason.
Awesome. And so everybody in athletics at Orange knows about the morning liftings for the baseball team. Why do you think that's important?
I've always been that way. I'm kind of an early riser, and I don't do it so much so the guys try to be like me or try to have the same philosophy, but I think I think anytime you look at the hours of 7 at night to 9 at night, there's a ton of distractions, right? Well, if you have lifting in the morning, there's not any distractions. Your phone's not buzzing because nobody else is awake. And there's not, our guys work and they have, social lives and they have things they want to do with family and things in the afternoon. By doing these things in the morning, it gives them an opportunity to get that piece of their day out of the way. I also think it develops, skills that are outside of baseball. We always say utilize baseball as a platform to teach kids about organizational skills and time management and those things. I think it trains your body to go to sleep earlier. I think it teaches you organization. Like kids say, my alarm didn't go off. I've never had that happen. So I don't know what that means to not have your alarm go off. So I think it just helps you train your mind and train your body. Also, there's studies, people say, well, kids get up too early. Well, there's studies that show that they go to bed too late. So my thought process is you organize your body and you organize your day. The mornings help you become a little bit more successful.
Awesome. And you guys had a fundraiser for a sub sale. What opportunities was that able to give the team?
I think they've done it here in the past. Not so much how we did it this year, but anytime you can generate funds for an organization, a team, and the kids can see that there's benefits from that. So for us, it enhanced our spring trip a little bit. We got 2 new uniforms this year. We've improved our equipment, you know what I mean? But also, we've gone out to eat with the team after camp, or we'll have other days that we do certain things and activities that those funds help provide for. So,
what would you say your proudest moment as a coach has been?
I think I get proud moments almost every single day when a kid calls me. I just had a kid from Bexley call me today and say, hey, Coach, these are some things I'm doing. Or I've had kids that graduate from Upper Arlington. I have a kid that's playing junior college baseball right now, and he's actually my daughter's favorite baseball player. She thinks he's a pro, but he's actually playing at a junior college. But to me, those are the proudest moments when my kids know your name. You know what I mean? We go to a basketball game and they know my kids. They know my kids. My kids know them. Those are the proudest moments for me. I don't think it's an accomplishment that actually happened on the field. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Coach Marcus. It's been a great interview. All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yep. All right. Back to you guys.
Thank you. Sorry about any technical inconveniences that we may have had. So now we're going to cut to Brooke Little and Coach Schroeder for a football recap.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Brooke Little, and I'm here with Coach Schroeder, the head coach of the Olentangy Orange football team. So, Coach Schroeder, how are you doing today?
I'm great. Thanks. Thanks for having me on. It's you guys do a great job with this presentation.
Of course, we're grateful that you decided to spend the time with us. So, I have a few questions for you. We know that the football team had a pretty successful year this past year. How do you plan to recreate that this year?
Yeah, well, I think one of the fortunate things in our program, over the last 3 or 4 years, is just that the player-centered, the player-rooted, grassroots culture that takes place behind the scenes. It just becomes contagious that the guys that have come before have kind of set the expectation in the off season, the weight room, throwing the football around, workouts, how they carry themselves, what they're prideful of. It just becomes contagious. So it's really neat to see from our coaching staff standpoint is our new seniors now, next year's seniors, they're just modeling what the guys before them have done, and that's when you have a chance to continue to build on the positive things that we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like that word, contagious.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So what do you think other than that? How do you? I guess what I'm trying to say is, what is a normal practice? How do you motivate them during practices and stuff like that?
Well, I think to me, motivation starts. The first thing about motivation starts with connection. Mm-hmm. As a coaching staff, I think it's one of the things that we continue to emphasize, and this is where our assistant coaches here at Orange are fantastic, is that they develop a connection with the student athlete, with our football players, that goes beyond football. And when you have that connection, you really get to know the kid and, what his home life is like, and what are his aspirations for football, for after football, and day to day, what are the challenges of that student athlete?
Right.
And and as a head coach, I kind of go around and press the gas, maybe hit the brake of what do certain kids need to hear? Do they need to hear a little challenge? Do they need to? Do I need to settle some kids down? So I think just knowing your players and having that connection is key, because then you can get across so many more things to motivate them. Having a common purpose, we try to get our guys to understand that champions are champions long before they hoist up a trophy, right? They're champions through their day-to-day actions, and it becomes habitual, right? So we use plan to win. It's like our culture building. It's our championship building habits. So we try to teach those guys what those habits look like year round, because we can teach that year round. And then, week to week, we try to find a motivating message within our weekly plan to win.
Right.
Maybe it's the opponent, something the opponent has, I don't know, a previous game, or okay, you guys want to win. Here's how we have to win against this opponent. So I think kind of macro and micro layers of getting to know your players, establishing a language, a culture that is your actions, and then third is week to week you got to find. That's the fun part as coaches. You got to find that space that, okay, this is going to connect to them this week to motivate them against, Pickerington North or whoever we're playing.
Right.
Yep.
And then, so you're losing, what was it, 20, a little more than 20 seniors?
18 seniors.
18
Yep.
seniors.
Yep.
And how do you plan on recovering from those 18 seniors?
Yeah. Well, the year before we lost 27.
Yeah.
It's every class has their strengths, and there's a void that needs to be filled. And I thought this class was really good at. They were great practice players. Kind of established a motto last year: "Great by choice," because we knew we weren't going to be the fastest. We knew we weren't going to be the most athletic teams on our schedule. So we had to do the little things with elite precision. In order to be successful. So we just use that great by choice. We're going to choose to be great, and that's practice, that's diet, that's sleep, that's film watching, that's question asking and craving feedback, and all those things that are important to us in becoming good. So we said, really focus on those things, and we felt like the wins and losses would take care of themselves. So they modeled that. Guys like Mason Faulkner. Mason hadn't played much varsity football at all, and he had been injured, and he really grew, and really worked hard in the weight room, became a starter, and was an all-league performer. He was great by choice, and he when you're seniors like Mason, like Zach Stevenson, like Zach Harris and Robbie Dayhuff, those guys are kind of the leaders of the offense, defense. When they're modeling that, then it just permeates down to the rest of the group, and the young sophomore who's playing, or the first-time starter who's a junior, they just look to those guys and they go, okay, that's the way we do it, and it becomes contagious.
Yeah.
So.
And then, do you have any words of wisdom for those graduating seniors as they go on, some to play college and some just to go for academics?
Yeah, I think words of wisdom is just to remember who you are. From the standpoint of what got you to this point. So many of them were successful in the classroom, in athletics, and we're just good people around our school. I tell our young guys if they're misbehaving a little bit or something, if they get, I get, hey, so-and-so did this in class. I point to that last year's seniors, and really the last couple classes we had, they're model citizens. They're getting it done. Teachers like having them in the class. They add value to our school. So I would say remember who you are. What got you to this point, and that was being an attentive, disciplined student, because they were good students. So go to college, sit in the front. Get feedback when you don't know something. They were really good at that, and getting up early and take care of your business, making your bed. And being competitive, whether you're in sports or not. I think in the real world, you got to keep that competitive drive that I want to be the best at whatever I'm doing, whether it's I'm selling a pharmaceutical or, you know, I have my own car detailing business or I am playing a college sport, whatever it is, like be competitive to be the very best that you can be. So I think our guys will do that, and if they remember what got them to this point, I think they'll be uber successful in the next phase of their life.
Nice. And then, so what makes Orange football different than any other program in Central Ohio?
I think what we do from the neck up is I don't know if it makes us better or whatever. I feel like if I had to point to one thing that you know we can hang our hat on, and that is what we do from the neck up. You know, I think I established it earlier. You know, I think our assistant coaches are some of the best teachers, and not just football coaches, but I think there's some of the best teachers in our building. They're really good at establishing a connection with a student or student athlete, and so our kids know that our coaches care about them, right? And so they go out and they play hard because I feel like we have, you know, our guys have the best interests of the kid in mind, and then oh, by the way, we're going to coach some football, right? So I think the efforts and the great things that our assistant coaches do to build those connections, I think our common language, again, those are things from the neck up. I think a third thing is our strength and speed program that we have. It's so intertwined and comprehensive. You know, Coach McKendrick does a phenomenal job programming all our athletes here, the weight room itself, and then you combine that with the fact that we work together, like, you know, as coaches. You know, we have a lot of guys who, you know, they run track or they're multi-sport athletes. You know, we have a lot more multi-sport athletes in our football program than I think maybe some other football programs around. And I just think it's so crucial in developing the total athlete, keeping them fresh, getting them moving in other directions. So.
Well, thank you. That's all time we have today, but thank you so much for coming and spending your time here with us.
All right. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. You guys do a great job with this. I mean, it's elite. It truly is.
Yep, and don't forget to buy your season tickets this fall. Good afternoon, everyone.
Are you looking for a cool place to get your teeth cleaned or get new braces? Come out here and check out Daily Dental and Braces Bar.
We are general dentists, so it's a one-stop shop. We do a lot of braces, implants, dentures, general dentistry, which is fillings, cleanings. So you can basically get everything done here while you're here.
Be sure to check out all 3 locations in Dublin, Gahanna, and in Grove City.
Innovative Interventions is your trusted partner in patient care, distributing the best in-class products and services centered and focused around patient care, along with easy-to-use services for your practice. Providing multiple non-narcotic options and services to physicians and hospitals that help patients with pain, as well as non-invasive therapies to surgical intervention. We provide easy-to-use and high-quality products to help your patients feel better and get back on their feet. Along with that, we are able to offer our customers a complete laboratory services suite, including toxicology, DNA testing, and blood testing. Innovative Interventions, your trusted partner in patient care.
New Millennium Home Healthcare is changing the way the world ages. Home situations such as caring for the elderly can be very trying. With job loss and high stress as major factors, our services can help you manage life better. We offer a person-centered approach to keep seniors safe and sound at home instead of anywhere else. We believe the contributions of these persons are no less important than the contributions of other members of our society. Throughout the years, our programs and services have grown, but our dedication to our clients remains as strong as ever. New Millennium Home Health is certified by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services and abide by all the guidelines of the regulatory authorities. We support people to do the extraordinary.
Live now on 97.1 The Fan.
Glad you're here with us. What could possibly go wrong?
You're going to want to hear this. Mike Golick and Trey Wingo have taken over.
Dude, at one point I was one of the great athletes in the world. And then you woke up. Literally, the dream ended and you got out of bed.
Your mornings are never going to be the same.
And that right there is a tease.
Golick and Wingo, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern on the Ohio State Buckeye Station, 97.1 The Fan.
IBM Watson Assistant chatbot replaces 30% of service desk volume. They asked the Dayhuff Group to see if Watson Assistant could provide another way for their customers to contact them. Dayhuff Group helped them to train Watson to answer 70% of the questions fielded by the service desk. The chatbot now handles over 600 chat sessions. Contact the Dayhuff Group at www.dayhuffgroup.com/w.
Next up, we have Ashley, Shannon, and Ava with the segment about ozone robotics.
Our school has an amazing ozone
You're welcome.
program that has continued to grow and develop over the years. The members of this organization devote countless hours each year to build a new robot that they take to compete in competitions against other schools. Ozone spends a decent amount of time working on building and perfecting a robot they will eventually compete with.
So we spend the 6 weeks building the robot, but during the actual season, during those 6 weeks, we have official meetings on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then each of those meetings are anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. But then there are lots of people who come in and stay really late or start really early, just if they're available. So really, the amount of time you put into the robotics team is up to you, based on how much time you have or how much time you're willing to commit to the team.
The Ozone Robotics team is made up of many departments that all contribute to the making of the robot in different ways.
So we're sort of organized into a few subsections as engineers. You've got like one side that's more programming oriented and they sit on computers and actually write the programs the robotics kids do. And then you've got some kids that are building fabrications and apparatus and they're using woodworking skills. And then you've got some kids doing electrical work. And you've even got some kids doing videos and PR.
Thanks to the use of some great technology and programs the students have learned to operate, their teams have been able to provide a great final product.
We work with CAD programs on the computers, and the CAD programs have two purposes. One, we're able to create the designs and play around with them before we ever actually build them, so we can do it a lot quicker, and we can do much more quick prototyping with that. And secondly, we create 3D printed parts, and those parts are too complex shapes to make otherwise, or are easier or cheaper to use with 3D printing. And so those are parts that actually go on the ultimate robot that we design.
We have miter boxes, band saws, table saws, pretty much anything you want to know how to use, we can train you while you're here.
Ozone Robotics have many different areas of work that provide various opportunities for the members of the organization outside of just engineering.
So Ozone Robotics can actually be really helpful to people who aren't interested in just engineering. We have spots open for people who want to draw and design certain things like t-shirts and marketing items. We've got people who are purely admin, do pure admin work, and they contact sponsors and talk to those sponsors and try to get us money. It's more businessy on that side. And then we've got people who do things like CAD drawings, but they also do some Photoshop work and try to make designs for our team.
One of the ways I've really been able to grow on this team is actually by giving pit tours during competitions. So basically what that means is during the competitions, the pit is basically the workspace for all the different teams, and a lot of people go to competitions not really knowing what's going on or how things work. So my job is to basically talk to the different sponsors and bring them down and kind of show them what we do and give them an intro. It's just kind of what this company is, what we do, how this has affected us, why you should give us money, and it's just really helped me grow and develop those professional skills that I'm going to need for the workforce.
Through their experience as a member of this organization, Ozone members can get great experience that they might apply in the future.
As a part of that, learning SolidWorks, I ended up getting an internship at the U.S. Naval Research Lab in Washington, D.C., where I was able to use SolidWorks to do work on pretty cool government stuff. And so those experiences on the team, as well as at the STEM program here, have really benefited me that way.
I've learned a lot about data analysis and real-world data analysis and some applications of that and some different techniques that are used. And so that's really made me think more about some of the mathematics behind that. And so that's led me towards a data science and statistical analysis career in college and then beyond is what I'm looking at doing right now. And without scouting, I don't think I would be headed in that direction.
I got involved in this basically because I had a few friends my freshman year that were really involved in robotics, and they pretty much forced me to do it. I thought it was a terrible idea. I thought I was going to hate it, and 4 years later, I'm applying to schools to be a mechanical engineer, so it wasn't a terrible decision.
This program has brought so many opportunities to its members and has allowed them to learn so much. Most of the members of the Ozone Robotics program will apply the things they have learned here to their life beyond home.
Hey Pioneers, my name's Eva Clark, and this is Andrew Jester, the assistant section leader for the Sousaphone section. So he's going to be teaching me how to play the Sousaphone today, because I have no idea how to. And I honestly don't even think I'm strong enough to hold this up. It hurts. So, tell me about the Sousaphone.
Alright, the Sousaphone is a pretty cool instrument. It's you could say the biggest instrument of the marching band, maybe besides the bass drum. But you can see it's got a lot of tubing here, a little bit more than any other instrument, which makes it very kind of low, and so you kind of hear that today. But the most important thing about any brass and any instrument is how the sound is made, and with a brass instrument you use your lips to make the sound. The mouthpiece is kind of like almost like the amplifier for the basis of a brass sound, just kind of like a buzzing between your lips, so like, and so that's kind of almost kind of like the fundamentals of any brass instrument. So we'll kind of go through that today. So let's get started. So I think the first exercise is just knowing how to make sound first. So you kind of want to put together your lips kind of tight like this and blow air through, so you get vibrations kind of like this. So like, all right. And so let's try that. Okay. Ready? Go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I do like the raspberry thing.
Yeah. Okay. So nice and tight, so, all right, ready, go.
I don't even know if I can. I think I can we'll figure it out one here.
Put it, the corners very tight and kind of just, your lips right here, kind of real hold and just. Okay. There you go, that's pretty good, that's pretty good, yeah. And so then what the mouthpiece does, it amplifies that sound and kind of creates extra vibration, so carries it throughout the horn. So then the first exercise is just making sound on the instrument. So you want to go up to the mouthpiece and to kind of just blow like this.
Okay, so
try that.
I don't think I'm holding this right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not good.
That's good. That's good. Just make sure the bell's where your head is. So you just kind of want to put the mouthpiece and then just blow.
No.
There you go. No, it's
Sure,
good.
okay.
Yeah, just try it one more time. Just really push that air through.
Okay. No, wait.
You're pretty close. You're pretty close.
I don't know how to, I've never played a band instrument. I think that would kind of would be up for this.
It's fine. The real goal is to like, you just make any sound. You're pretty close.
Any sound.
Yeah. It doesn't have to match mine, but you just gotta make sound. You're getting pretty close. So kind of just get your mouth, get some knees to get your mouth and just kind of blow into it.
Okay. So. No.
Just take a big breath and just kind of put your mouth and just kind of make it stretch really loose. Kind of
I don't think I should breath support for this. That's nice.
I think you can do it. So just kind of breathe in and just keep on going. Just there you go. Keep on going. Really close.
Okay.
Really close. Close. Just go. That's what we're looking for.
Sure. Okay.
All right. So try to see if you can almost get a pitch. So this takes some more work, but the way your mouth shapes changes the pitch. So like this is a B flat. But if I change my mouth shape, I can go to an F. I can go even higher to another B flat. So
okay, so wait, so really quick, can you kind of like play a short song? Like just for time's sake, you know?
Yeah. So if you want to play a song, you gotta first know the fingerings and then also the vowel. So we can play a hot cross bun. So the fingerings for that. So B, so B, C, B, B, C, D, C.
So like great.
Yeah. So 1, 2. So B. So we'll do the first part. So it's 1, 2.
So like this.
And 1, 3. Open. 1, 3. 1, 2.
Okay.
So that's the first.
So okay, we'll try that.
All right, and so, yeah. All right. How do you want to try to keep that sound going? So 1, 2, ready, go. All right.
So like.
Just really blow through it. Don't give up. It's going to sound bad, but just keep on blowing through.
Okay.
Right. There we go. Yeah, you just don't give up. Keep on going. All right. Yeah, there you go.
So you want to play real quick so you can like see what it's supposed to sound like.
Yeah, it's kind of supposed to sound like this.
Okay, well, thank you for trying to keep up with Sousaphone.
That's okay.
Okay, back to the anchors or commercial? Maybe. I don't know.
ShowPro's mobile DJ entertainment has performed across the Midwest, providing quality entertainment to thousands for over 37 years. ShowPros is one of Central Ohio's only full-time DJ services, using only concert-quality sound, lighting, photo booth, and video equipment. We perform for community corporate private parties and wedding events. Contact ShowPros at 614-987-6537.
As one of the top college choices for Orange High School graduates, Columbus State Community College draws dozens of students each year, like 2018 graduate Maeve O'Boyle.
I went to Columbus State because it's a great stepping stone in between high school and a 4-year college, and it also saved me a lot of money in the process.
You can learn more about Columbus State by scheduling your visit at cscc.edu/visit.
Germain Lexus of Easton is a proud sponsor of the OHS Juice Telethon. If someone in your family is in the market for a new or pre-owned Lexus, make sure they come to Germain Lexus of Easton, where we're offering additional savings when they mention that they have a student at Olentangy Orange. Thank you, and go Pioneers!
This is a call to the committed. To those who wake up with a desire to do more. To those who won't stop until they reach the finish line. Calling all champions. Advocare. We build champions.
Are you looking for work and unsure of where to start? Then come to the Delaware Goodwill. The store is providing free training courses, online and in person, every Monday from 10 to 1. Week 1 is overcoming barriers for employment, resume development, and proper job application completion. Week 2 is using online job boards, where to look and how to apply online. Week 3 is skills and abilities. Week 4 shows you how to dress for success, prepare for an interview, and put you through mock interviews. Week 5 is on retaining employment. Make a change for the better and prepare to enter the work.
What's up, guys? I'm Jacob Fulton. I'm here with Ashley Foyt and Brian Nicola, and we're here to tell you guys a little bit more about what the broadcast program has in store for next year, especially involving the new set that'll be built in just a few weeks.
So some of the things happening here. First of all, this is my first time on camera today. It's very exciting. I've been just running around eating pizza, let these guys handle all the hard work, and they've done an awesome job. So shout out to all the students here working super hard. Some of the things that are happening here, we had a chance to have Rob Sexton, Dustin Krause earlier talking about technology. Those guys have been instrumental in what we're doing, and I know they're jumping over and they're going to be helping Mr. Meta get his class going. We've also had lots of visitors today that are all tech people or all broadcast people, and it's been exciting to talk about the stuff happening here. So the things that are going to happen in our new room here is if you've been in Olentangy Orange, you've been in my classroom, that's the space we're sitting in right now, okay? That's going to be part of what we're doing and how we're revising it. And next Thursday, I will be out of this classroom, and they will start the renovations. Jeff Gordon, who's the facilities guy for the district, has been somebody heading that up, and it's really been a process from him all the way, from Mr. Rafe all the way down to kind of us as we planned all of the things that we're buying with money from this telethon and some other people helping us out and things like that. We've got really what we're going to see is just a complete studio that's going to hopefully mimic some colleges around the state. The spot we're sitting in right now will have a soundproof wall that will go straight down with a window and all the cabling in. What will that new control room space be able to do for us, guys?
There's so much we can do with all this new technology. So this year we were able to reroute our entire studio, and we were so excited about that, and we've been able to do great things like going live for the first time. But this is going to be a whole new experience. We're going to be able to have 2 studio spaces to cut to, and that's going to really help improve our show every day. And we're going to have 2 periods that we will alternate running the news on. So a lot more people are going to have the opportunity to learn, and they're going to be using higher tech technology basically, and they're going to be mimicking closer to what the field looks like today, rather than just what your stereotypical high school news set. It's going to be a lot more professional than what you usually see.
Yeah, and I think just over the past few years, it's been really, really cool to see just how much we've grown and things like that. I know last year it was my first year in the program, and we were sort of going for a morning show vibe, which was really great, and we had a lot of fun in the environment. But this year we really stepped up our game. We made a big shift to news, and that was really reflected in the set down there. But even just getting this new set down here will reflect that even more. We've got a whole lot of pieces to that that'll just make our visuals a lot more appealing, and that's just really going to make it seem like we're even more professional than we already feel. So I think that's going to be a really cool opportunity, especially over the next few months, for the graduating seniors to sort of get their hands on some of the new technology and see sort of what the environment looks like that they may be heading off into college, what that'll be like for them. but also it'll be really cool just for the people next year to see, to have that experience and go into the year and be ready to hit the ground running, and teach all of our new people next year as well just how to run a great show.
So, real quick, I know we're running short on time because we got to wrap things up for this event. This room will have a set that was designed. It's already done. It's sitting in a dry fitted in a warehouse. It was designed by Central Scenic downtown. They did an awesome job. It's got all these neat LED, acrylic backdrops, and a beautiful set that's like kind of a wraparound, kind of brushed steel look. We'll have a green screen. We'll have a lighting grid. Really, everything's going to be hardwired. So the days of kind of zip tying cables together on the ceiling are done. I'm really excited for this space. It's going to allow us to, we're going to try to launch some radio next year, talk radio, some music radio, that if students want to listen on the way into school, if they want to listen after school, those are all options they have. Some other things that are going to be happening. Again, we're going to go with our cameras to 4K, which is going to look really, really clean. Right now, we're pushing stuff to YouTube, which doesn't have that capability, but the districts develop, again, Mr. Sexton, Mr. Krause have developed this, integrated us into this Snapstream thing. So by next fall, we should be in a position where a teacher can just open stuff and send right through it. I think we got to wrap up here.
Yeah. I'm really excited to use this, and it's going to reflect in our content next year. We're making great stuff this year. Everybody's been working hard this year, but as we continue to grow with our technology, we're going to grow as students, and we're going to be able to produce a really good new show.
Send it back to him.
All right. Now we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and then we'll close out the show. Yeah. So we'll see you in a minute.
Thank you.
Redline Athletics, opening summer 2019 in Powell and 2020 in Lewis Center in the Westerville area. Pure Haven supplies pure, safe, alternative personal care products to help you live your healthiest lifestyle. Contact independent consultant Kat Jones to learn more about how you can live toxin-free.
Our carpet cleaners have customized treatments for just about every pet stain and odor problem you can think of. Our pet stain treatments are great at treating pet stains and odors while remaining safe for your pets and children. We are currently offering a special of 4 standard areas for $129 and 1 free area of a basic pet treatment.
Castlewood Carpentry is a family-owned company that has been around for about 25 years. We do many different types of house renovations, such as doors, kitchens, living rooms, and even finishing basements, all at a fair price. We are open to suggestions on what you want to do in your home, and we can make it happen.
Welcome to Centric Consulting, a business consulting and technology solutions firm providing full-service management consulting services. Together with you, we optimize your processes, enable you to achieve your business goals, and become more competitive. We have created a company culture that embraces big thinking and small details, providing enterprise impact through local delivery. We have the crucial conversations, we ask the hard questions, and we look at the problems from all angles. Welcome to Centric. You can contact us at 740-485-2910.
There might be a few 100 billion stars in our galaxy alone, more than we can count. But it's fascinating to watch each one form. Clouds of dust, spinning, pulling toward one another, gathering energy, heating up, becoming points of light that will outlast our lifetime. Illuminated with purpose, powered by opportunity. We are the University of Toledo, and we're looking for stars.
Tony's Tailgate and Party Rentals is a family-owned business that began in spring of 2017. We strive to provide a great product with a great low price, serving the Central Ohio and surrounding areas. Because customer satisfaction is our top priority, we will work closely with you to advise the perfect option. Tony's Tailgate and Party Rentals is your perfect destination to rent tents, tables, chairs, linens, dance floors, and much more for any type of events, including graduations, wedding and bridal showers, weddings, tailgates, reunions, and other events.
Visit us at tonystailgate.com.
Redline Athletics, opening summer 2019 in Powell and 2020 Without you, this all wouldn't be possible, and it means so much that you guys have been viewing us and supporting the program this entire time. So, all right.
Before we close it out, some of our seniors are going to give their best advice about their time here.
So, who wants to start? Max?
I'll start. Live life to the fullest, seek discomfort, take yourself out of your comfort zone, especially when you're at school. You might find something new that you really enjoy. That's what I did with journalism.
I say just take risks, go for it.
I think you should just give it your all. Try your hardest.
100%.
Have fun and make sure that you do all your work on time.
And
follow your passion and always go with your gut.
Be creative and don't shy away from difficulty.
All right, any other seniors?
You.
Of course. Find what you love, know your limits, and then push yourself just a little bit, but don't push yourself too much. I need to take that advice sometimes. All right. Well, I think that's all we have for you here, for everyone in front of and behind the camera, and as well from our advisor, Brian Nicola. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next year. Bye.